Just bread. We're going to take a little trip to Pittsburgh and talk Jenny Lee. You know and love Jenny Lee. We've grown up, many of us, with Jenny Lee, and this is their cinnamon swirl bread. These are their demi loaves. These are their smaller loaves, but you're going to get 6 of these loaves. They're 9 ounces. They are going to be bringing you 2 cinnamon swirl, 2 cinnamon swirl chocolate chip, and then a cinnamon swirl strawberry. This is a 5th generation family tradition that brings us those really delicious cinnamon swirl breads that are just beloved. We love them so much. And I mentioned it's a demi loaf, but you're still getting a great size there. So especially if you're 1 or 2 people, a demi loaf is a perfect size, and you can freeze these and just pull out what you need. These are also going to be small batch, kosher, and they are customer choice winners for best bread here at QVC. They've won multiple times. Free shipping and handling here. There is no auto delivery, so if you do love this bread or you want to gift the bread, maybe consider picking up more than one of the 6 set, because $29 brings you 6 loaves. That's a great price for this cinnamon bread. Marie-Louise Ludwig is joining us. Marie-Louise, it's great to see you. Always exciting to have you here with Jenny Lee.
Oh, it is so great to be here. Hello to you and welcome to everyone in my home and to Celebration. Of course, that award. We love that our customer family chose us as the best bread for 3 years in a row.
Yes.
But also, happy birthday to Jenny Lee. 5 generations. We're going back to 1875, and this is year 150 for them. So
this is their 150th?
It is.
Oh, wow. Is that amazing?
My home, Rachel, smells cinnamon-alicious, because I'm going to tell you a little bit about the great cinnamon that they use. But to be able to enjoy a bread, and look at all of this. This is all 6 loaves.
Wow.
Out on a platter. So about 9 to 10 slices per 9-ounce loaf gives you about 60 slices on there. So let's go through the flavors, if you will. I'll tell you. And then after we do the flavors, I would love if we could take a road trip to go to McKees Rock, Pennsylvania, right outside of Pittsburgh. So,
ooh, I would love that. Okay, let's talk flavors. Where do you want to start?
Yeah, let's start with the classic cinnamon swirl. So this is where it all began. This is a recipe that dates back generations. So in the middle of this, and in fact, in the middle of all of our breads, you're going to see that Jenny Lee swirl. It's that classic cinnamon. Special because they bring the cinnamon by bark from Indonesia and Vietnam. It is custom ground here in the U.S., mixed with the sugar. I'm going to show you that butter bath that they do, and it's got a nice sassy little kick to it. So you're going to get 2 of those. Then you're also going to get 2 of the milk chocolate chip cinnamon. So in that classic cinnamon recipe, you're going to have milk chocolate chips, and you can see them just speckled all the way through generously. And then finally, you're going to get 2 of the cinnamon strawberry. And you will note, this is one of our newer flavors. This has really nice, tangy, chewy, dried strawberries in it.
Oh, wow.
A little bit of a pink tinge that you will see from the strawberry jam.
Right.
That goes all the way through that bread. But these are small batch baked. They're a yeast bread, so they're fermented. And why is that important? Well, it's the old-fashioned way. The texture, the crumble, the feel, the little bit of pull you get on that, and then the finish of the butter bath in the end, done by hand, which I'm actually going to show you here. So
okay, that's amazing. Should we talk butter bath? Because truly, every time I present Jenny Lee, I look forward to the butter bath, because you can just tell it's going to add such great flavor and moisture. So let's talk about that. But it also starts with the pans that this bread is baked in. Is that right?
Yeah, it's a special crimp pan. So we have bakers who work there. Just some of our bakers have been there for generations, much like Bernie you're going to see soon. So yeast dough, it's allowed to rise. It goes through a sheeting process. There's Bernie, generation 4 on the left right there, where I believe that's Mike. Gets filled with all that cinnamon sugar or strawberries or chocolate chips. It goes down the line, it gets cut, it gets weighed, and then it goes into those specially designed crimped pans, top and bottom. So when it bakes, it's rounded off, it cools. You can see by hand, it gets that delicious butter bath, and then it gets finished off in the end with a generous dusting of that Indonesian, Vietnamese cinnamon sugar. All of the loaves get cut in half, because this is our demi loaf, and then it gets sliced and put into bags and sent to you. But this is what the full-size loaf looks like.
Okay,
that
amazing.
Is so unique. Larger bakeries simply can't do this, and this is what they've been doing since they started back in 1875. So after this is cooled, it goes right into that butter bath, which I'm doing right here. So all of those rounded edges, all the way through, top and bottom, soak up all that delicious creamy butter. And then they finish it off right next door by hand with a generous dusting of that cinnamon sugar. So the outside of it is buttery, cinnamon sugary, crusty on there. And look at that. That
Oh
is
my
why
goodness.
this bread is so incredibly delicious.
It's
When you get it home and you open the
amazing.
box, the
Yes.
experience begins on this,
Oh my
truly.
goodness. I
Yeah.
went out, Marie-Louise, I went out to, we were playing trivia actually with Justin Sachoka and Sam Simmons and
Oh,
two other
fun.
QVC hosts. And Justin Sachoka said that he had recently tried Jenny Lee bread. And he said, Rachel, this was amazing cinnamon bread. I guess he had never tried it before. And that's the experience that so many people have the first time they bite into this bread, because that wonderful crispy cinnamon outside, the moist bread on the inside, that swirl. And like you said, it comes down to the true wonderful ingredients that are used. And Jenny Lee's been doing this for 5 generations. So they really have done something right.
And real quick, the things you can do with this, it is great as toast. It's great for a sandwich, great for your breakfast with eggs or hash browns. But I love this. This is about 3 loaves. It is a bread pudding. I put bananas in here and blackberries, blueberries, and strawberries in here. Easy to make with that bread as the starter. And of course, you cannot forget, that was kind of like Jenny Lee bread 2 ways, because I've done the same thing, but I've translated it into French toast.
My favorite.
These pieces are beautiful. Dip them in a little bit of an egg batter, grill them off. You can top them with syrup, but here I have some caramelized bananas. So many different things you can do. And because the size is our smaller loaf, it fits perfect in the freezer, also fits perfect in a neighbor's mailbox.
Oh, amazing.
By the way. Someone you want to share them with?
I love that so much, Marie-Louise. You always have such great ideas for us. Real quick, how long in the freezer can these last?
6 months.
6 months in the freezer, amazing.
Yep.
Now, Marie-Louise, you're going to be eat them or freeze them, amazing. You're going to be on Gourmet Holiday a little bit later today, so we will see you then.
See you soon.
Amazing. This is 6 of the 9